Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special edition of the show. The reason why we're even on Saturday. Hi, Bob.
Hi,
Nice to
Bob.
meet you. James told me that he invited you. Welcome. Welcome to the show. I sincerely hope you're
Oh,
doing
I
well.
oops, I better mute that.
Thank you for, you're okay.
There we go.
Thank
Sorry.
you for stopping by, Bob. And so you guys are probably wondering why is Caitlin, James, why are they on Saturday? Well, because I had a attend a funeral, which, by the way, worked out fine. It was very beautiful, and so thank you all for your support on that. It was a lot of people. It was about I think about 300, 300 and
Wow.
something. Yeah, yeah, and but it was a lovely funeral, so it was nice, but it was my duty to go. So, but it was well. But anyway, want you to know it all went well, and thank you for your positive vibes and prayers. I am Caitlin. To my right, left is James.
Hello, hello, everybody.
And
Nice
so,
to see you all.
James, we're going to go ahead and start James on his review.
All right, here we go.
We're rolling.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see you again. It's kind of weird doing a Saturday
Yeah,
stream, but hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know?
exactly.
So, now, my movie review is Patriot Games with Harrison Ford from 1992. Now, this is based on a novel by Tom Clancy, which I've never read the book, but, I'd rather see the movies. Because
Excellent.
sometimes the books can be confusing and boring and stuff like that, but if you watch it, it's better. So, this movie I hadn't seen in a long time, so it was kind of new to me watching it Thursday. But like Harrison Ford is such a great actor, and this film is so good. He plays ex CIA agent Jack Ryan, and James Earl Jones is in this film,
Oh, I love him.
and Sean Bean who plays the bad
Yes,
guy.
yes.
And Harrison Ford. Every movie he does, every movie he does. He says, "Where's my family?" And in this one, he goes, "Where's Sean Miller? Where's Sean Miller?" He gets all pissed off. I love when he does that. That's Harrison Ford for you. But this movie is really good. It's about some terrorists, um, and they're plotting to go after Harrison Ford and his family because they he killed he killed Sean Bean's character's brother, younger brother. So he
Oh,
wanted revenge. So he was going after them and trying to kill them and go after this person who's of some royalty. You really have to pay attention to the plot to know what's going on, but I don't want to give too
yeah.
much away. But it's a very good film,
That was a
and they made a
fantastic
sequel
film.
to this one called starring Harrison Ford called Clear and Present Danger,
Mm-hmm.
which I was hoping they would have had because I would have bought that one too because that's a good one. But it all started with The Hunt for Red October with
Mm,
Alec Baldwin, who played Jack Ryan, and Sean Connery. So
yep.
that takes place on a submarine. So that's pretty good. So now we go on to the Fab Four. So the band was called the Kennedys, not to be confused with the Dead Kennedys. Now they're like a kind of a folk song kind of group, and it's a husband and wife,
Okay.
and so they were talking about their love for the Beatles and how they've done a lot of Beatle covers and how they started their band and everything. It was just a beautiful, beautiful interview, and the way their passion of the Beatles when they talked about their passion for their music and everything, I was just mesmerized.
Mm,
And and I love all the people that called in and talked about their experiences, how they got into the Beatles. And you know what? Most of the little kids call in too, which I think is really cool. And so the host say, "So how old are you?" "I'm 10 years old, or I'm 5 years old, or 6 years old, or whatever age they might be." And they say, "So how did you get into the Beatles?" "Oh, my grandma got me into it," and stuff like
that's
that.
cool.
That's pretty cool to hear that kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
those are my reviews, and now back to our regular scheduled program with me and Kate.
Okay, back to our regular scheduled programming. Bing!
Yeah,
Well, that's cool. 10 years old, and he loves the Beatles. That is
yeah.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I like that a lot. That gives me hope that the younger kids will actually listen to good music.
Yeah, not
Not
garbage.
no.
Because half
Good
the
music,
music
like
today is not
good
that good.
music, the righteous music. I think that's a beautiful thing, really.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, I'll make myself big. All right, so I have some new records to show.
Oh yes.
So these two records I got from the last auction with AGK and Nas, and actually I bought from Nas. Sorry, AGK. And so,
You're lucky he's not here.
yeah, I know. I'm like, not really. Well, that's what he gets for wearing a clown T-shirt to scare me. Oh, come on. Just
Oh,
saying.
that's AGK for you.
Yeah, so I'm going to start with the original pressing. And before I show it off, no, James, you can't have it.
Because you want my Monkeys album, I have to
Oh,
get
you're
you
not
that.
touching this Monkeys album. This is mine. I've been looking everywhere for it. The original pressing of Monkey's Head.
Ooh, I like that cover.
Nice cover.
Wow. That is amazing, Kate.
That was a better deal than I found. It at a record store in Fort Collins. They were asking for like $70 for it. And I'm like, heck no.
Even Danielle would be drooling at that one too.
And I know Nat, and shout out to Nat. He had trouble letting this go. I like this right here, the picture. And he had trouble letting this go, but after some convincing, you saw me convincing him.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling him I'm a Monkeys fan, and I promise, and I am. And I'm like, and I promise, I'll take good care of this record for you, and I will. So I'll go
And
ahead.
that was nice of him to hold it for you and let you take it.
Exactly. It was hard for
That
me.
is a very nice cover. I love that cover. Is it a gatefold?
I know. I see everything. I haven't taken anything out yet because of the dust cover, and because of my elbows, they take forever to put back on.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So we're gonna
especially with a gatefold, and sometimes those dust covers can be pretty tight.
Yeah. So it's like I don't want to take off my elbows anytime soon.
Yeah.
So this is a soundtrack to Monkey's Head, and people found the movie confusing. And I think the reason for that, I heard Mickey Dolenz talk about this, is that they just wanted to go. They just wanted to leave. They were done. So they kind of just left people hanging, which, makes sense in a way. Oh, you love the Monkeys, Bob? That's great. Was a huge TV show fan. Me too. That's how it all started for me. Came home from school and watched the Monkeys for 2 hours. That's right. So I'll read you the song. So this is the soundtrack to the movie. Yeah, I am so glad I finally have it because there are a couple of songs on here that I just love. So Band-Aid, you have Opening Ceremony, the Porpoise song, the Monkeys, and yes, and that's a great song. Diddy Diego, War Chant the Monkeys, and then you got Circle Sky. That is a huge one right there. Circle Sky and the Monkeys, huge. I believe the late Mike Nesmith wrote that one, I believe. And then Band E, Simplicio. Band F, Can You Dig It? Band G, Gravy. Then you got side 2, you got Band A, Superstitious. Oh, so being a teenage boy, I wanted their car. Oh, who didn't want the Monkeys car, Bob? Oh my goodness. I would love to have that car too. Band B, side 2, Band B, As We Go Along the Monkeys. Band C, Dandruff. Band D, I am so glad now I actually have this song on vinyl. Daddy's Song. Now, Daddy's Song. This was in the movie. Daddy's Song is basically a soul song done by the late Davy Jones, or David Jones, one or two. David Jones. And if you look at the clip on YouTube, he's in a full white suit. And it's like a big theater performance. And so, da, 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 it's very catchy. The way he just kind of just taps along and da, 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 it's like. And then if you go on YouTube and you type in Monkeys 2011 Daddy Song, David, he actually reprises that song live, which I thought was really good. He pulled it off. But Daddy's Song is such a popular song by Jones. I'm really glad I have that one on here. Also, the Porpoise song and the Circle Sky. Oh my gosh, that's huge, huge in my book. And then Band E got pulled. Band F, long title. Do I have to do this all over again? The Monkees. Band G, Swami plus strings. So basically, plus strings is like it's like an orchestra kind of deal with strings. But anyway, I'm really happy I have this. This is a great. This is gonna sound great coming from my record player over there. So I'm very happy. So thank you, Nas, for this. I promise you, I'll take good care of it. I promise.
And she means it too.
I mean it too. I take care of all my records. And then now, I was just out initially at the auction. I was just happy with the Monkey's Head. Now I saw this album. And I went, I need that in my collection. Yes. And she is one of my favorite singers of all time, even though she's gone now. Miss Whitney Houston.
Nice.
And this is original pressing too. And so I was looking down here, it says executive producer Clive Davis. I'm like, that is so cool.
Wow.
And you can see like on the back of this, you can see like her baby picture.
Aw.
So the songs on here, I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me. I love that song. During the summer, Starbucks plays that song. It's funny. I want to dance with somebody.
I want to feel a big piece of somebody.
How can you not sing the song? You know. And then see side one, you got I Just Want to Dance with Somebody. Just a Lonely Talking Again. Love Will Save the Day. Didn't We Almost Have It All? So Emotional. This side too, you have Where You Are. Love is a Contact Sport. You're Still My Man. For the Love of You. Where do broken hearts go? Very good question. I Know Him So Well. And this was made in 1987.
Wow.
Released in 1987.
What's Bob saying?
Yeah.
If you think about it, the Monkees were probably the first studio-created boy band. Many have followed, of course.
You know what's really funny, too? I'm glad you pointed out, Dave, because you know what's really funny about the Monkees is that they weren't supposed to happen at all. They were just supposed to be a TV band. And that's it. Funny how life turns out.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it happened. Because they inspired
me
to do things I'm doing today. So one of the main inspirations. So I will love this to them as well. Oh yeah, great album. I know. And so Nas says he has the very first Whitney Houston solo album, and he's gonna send it to me when he finds it.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be huge. Also, I noticed that Target has the Bodyguard soundtrack on vinyl. I want that. I love The Bodyguard. The Bodyguard is probably one of my favorite films of all time. With Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. Oh my gosh, that whole soundtrack is spectacular. Just spectacular.
Mm.
But
Nice.
you know, it's like I don't have any Whitney in my collection till now, and I'm very blessed and happy, and I'm happy I got Monkey's Head, and it's great. It's a hard to find album too. Monkey's Head.
And what is that saying? I love the song Memories by Whitney Houston. It's an old 60s song by Soft Machine. Whitney did her version in 1982, long before she became famous.
Oh yeah, huh? I think they mentioned it. It was mentioned in the movie Whitney. My sister and I saw that in theaters. That was a good movie. But yeah, no, you're spot on, Zeb. Spot on.
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh, it's a 3-hour movie though. We didn't know that, but it was great. All right, so we're just gonna mosey on over and talk about the Beatles. And never mind, I'll make myself smaller.
The moment I've been waiting for.
More than we've both been waiting for. So,
yes.
James, why don't you go ahead and talk about what you thought of the song and what you thought about the music video? Go.
All right. Well,
now and then, go.
We go back to Thursday morning. 10 a.m. Eastern, which was 11 here for me. I'm listening to Breakfast with the Beatles, and Chris Carter said, "Now we are going to have to launch the launch of the new Beatles song Now and Then." And they had Paul McCartney introducing it. And then when those first little piano chords came in, and I heard John's voice, clear as a bell, I was blown away. And I heard all the lyrics, and you could hear every little detail. You hear the strings, you hear the Beatles harmonies from different songs, and I caught because the harmonies from that in the background, George's rhythm, Paul's bass was good, Ringo's drumming was fantastic, and Paul did that amazing slide guitar solo tribute to George. I thought it was just fantastically done, and at the end of the song, I cried. I lost it. I said, that was, I was just like, wow, what the most, it's the most beautiful thing I'd ever heard. And then yesterday morning, while I was listening to Breakfast with the Beatles, I had to pause it because they had the premiere of the actual music video. One of the best and most beautiful videos I have ever seen. When you see John looking into the sunset and seeing the past of all the Beatles when they were younger, that'll bring tears to your eyes right there. And then when you see the two remaining Beatles of today, like in this day and age, Ringo and Paul sitting next to each other, and then you see John superimposed in with George, I was sobbing. I was like, oh, John, George. I was like, wow. And then the ending, when the Beatles take their final bow, and then it says Beatles in the background, just fades out. I was like, that was the best video I've ever seen in my life, and one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard.
Oh, it's okay. I think that's beautiful you're crying. Just shows how much you love the Beatles. I think that's great. I'm glad I touched you.
Sorry, guys, but I get
Also,
emotional when I
fine.
talk about the Beatles. But what if you haven't seen the video? Go watch it.
Oh, I
Well,
see.
not now. After our stream, then go watch the video because you're going to be blown away.
Oh, buddy, you're okay. It's okay.
And at the beginning, when they had the premiere of the video, Paul was saying, we'd like to have a music video for this. And Peter Jackson put it all together. He says, I've never made a music video before, but
Yeah.
what he did blew my mind. He did an excellent job. Hey, if he could do the Get Back documentary, he could do a music video. And he gave it justice. Oh, it was such a good thing.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Peter Jackson because I got the story to write about Now and Then for work, which was an honor, in my opinion. I always find it an honor to write about bands or artists that I admire and listen to growing up. It's always an honor. And it was just really cool learning how Peter Jackson created that music video. He wanted to find a way to honor John Lennon and George Harrison and honor, along with honoring Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was well done. Now, before I talk about the music video, more of the music videos, I like the song. Lyrically, it's marvelous. Because it's like I could feel like just the whole band. It's almost like the two other band members are alive.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like they're just having a great time jamming and just singing. And now and then, like that. I love that.
Now and Then I Miss You. It's like, wow.
And honestly, Now and Then I Miss You. For me, with my articulation, I think. Oh, I agree.
Yes, it was, Bob.
I think Now and Then I Miss You, because I know McCartney and Starr were singing, and you could just feel how much you really miss Harrison and Lennon.
Like what I thought was cool when they had the younger versions of. Remember, Ringo was playing drums next to his younger self. That was pretty cool.
I like that. I like that. So it's like, and then with the music video, that made things more inspiring for me, because it kind of like gives you like a visual story. It's like it kind of details the whole story
Mm-hmm.
of their career, which I'm an avid fan of. And like watching them in the Sergeant Pepper images of them in their suits for Sergeant Peppers,
Yeah.
or them on Ed Sullivan, or making their debut at that baseball stadium. That was huge. And each scene brought back a lot of iconic moments that shaped the band,
Oh, definitely.
in which I honestly did like. I also like the fact that how they made George look as if he was still alive today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like looking at George, I'm going, wow. How long till the hologram tour?
I don't think they're gonna do that. That would just ruin
Yeah,
it.
honestly, I don't see that happening, Nathaniel. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't
They
think
did
that
it with
will.
ABBA, but that would not be a good idea to have the hologram tour for that. No.
Oh, you remember? But did you know this? Excuse me. But did you know this, Bob? The Monkees' Davy Jones was at the Ed Sullivan backstage when the Beatles were there.
Wow.
He, in fact, um, was in the stage production of Oliver, so he actually got to see the whole thing backstage. Which, probably, in my opinion, if there's money to be made, Paul will milk it. Valid point.
That is going to go to that song and video are going to go to number one. I bet. It's going to be right up there with "Please Please Me" and "I Want to Hold Your Hand."
Yeah, I didn't know that either until but well, anything's possible at this point. But I do not see a hologram tour for the life of me. I just do not. I'd be very surprised if there was a hologram tour. That I didn't know. Yeah, well, yeah, I thought it's just a cool fact about Davy Jones. So it's like, like interesting. He actually was there when the
You
Beatles.
just made me think of something I want to show you guys.
Okay, well, keep rambling over here. But yeah, so it's just he was like big in the theater when he was a kid. So, and he talked about frequently. If you look it up on YouTube, Bob, you can see a lot of interviews with Davy Jones when he talks about this stuff. It's real. I've never before hearing it. It's very interesting, knowledgeable stuff. You should look it up sometime. I think you might like it. I really do. What you got?
All right, make me big, Kate.
Yes, sir.
Now, apparently, according to Sega George, what he gave me here is actually out of print, but you can still get other different versions of this on DVD. But this particular one that I have, is out of print.
Wow. Oh, look at that, Bob. Wait, hold still a second. Hold it still. Can you move back down a little bit? There you go. Keep it right there. The 4 complete historic shows featuring the Beatles. Awesome.
And all the original artists and the original commercials included.
Oh.
And in here.
Oh.
So on the first one, we got February 9th, 1964, when we first get our first glimpse of the Beatles. We have Ed's opening. Then the first 4 is the Beatles. So we have All My Loving, Till There Was You, She Loves You. Then they have Fred Kapp's Card and Salt Shaker Trick, and You're Gonna Love This, You're Gonna Love This. 6 and 7, and I'm sitting on a gold mine with this because this is what you're gonna wait for, Kate. The cast of Oliver.
That's Davy Jones right there, Bob.
I'll do anything for you, and Georgia Brown, also Oliver, as long as he needs me. So I'm sitting on a gold mine with this.
Yeah, is there any way I
got that
from you so I can watch it?
Huh?
Is there any way I can borrow that from you?
No. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna take it from me.
Never.
I know you, Kate. There's a method to your madness. No. I will never get it back. Thanks, Bob.
Well, Well, then you actually have Davy Jones when he was a child performing Oliver. I'm like, that would be something to see.
I mean, that is that this is something I'm going to cherish forever. And I
Tell
can't believe the Sega
Larry.
George gave that to me. Hey, Michael. Michael's in the
Shoe?
house.
Shoe?
Hello, Dan.
Hi, Dan. Good to see you, Michael. Hey, Michael. We need your expertise. What are your thoughts? I apologize. I've been on your video lately. Things have been kind of chaotic, but what are your thoughts about the Now and Then video? Because
I
James
was just
loved
about
it.
to ask that same question to him.
Beat you to it, buddy.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I want to know what the professor, El Professor, says.
El Professor.
El Professor. And if you guys don't know who Michael Nolan is, check out his channel. He's great. I call him Professor because it feels like I'm back in music history classes every time. So it's true. So Michael's great. We're like family. We're good friends with Royce, and Royce is family to us as well. So by all means, check out Michael Nolan's channel. He's got some.
And that's another one I'm dying to know his review on it. Is Royce in the house?
Oh, I bet Royce would give great.
And Paulina too. Hey,
Master.
Hey Han, how you doing? That's Master. That's my friend Han.
Welcome. Up.
Welcome in.
Michael just spoke. Now and Then video is pure magic.
Oh yes, it is, Michael.
Oh, I agree. I mean, Peter Jackson really outdid himself with it too.
All the old and rare footage of the Beatles in that was just brilliant.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you're well, Master. Thank you for joining. Greatly appreciate it.
Oh, I got a question for you, Master. Do you play Fortnite? Kate, you'll like him because he plays video games too. I thought the video was good and the footage was put to good use. Yes.
All right. So, confirming from Michael, they'll be discussing the video tomorrow on Royce's channel. Thank you, Michael. And Dan, I thought the video was good and the footage was put good. I thought so, in my opinion, Dan. Oh, you play Fortnite? I too play Fortnite. I'm just getting adapted to the original, the new upgrade, whatever you call it. But I'll get there. Yeah, Dan. For me, I thought the video was like a story because it kind of just visually shows you the history of how they started and so forth. And I thought it was great. And just seeing like images of Harrison and Lennon of what they would look like today, just wow. For a minute there, I could have sworn. I'm like, oh, wow.
And at the end, when you see all the flashbacks, when it's going backwards, back to when they were little kids, that was a perfect way to end it.
Oh, absolutely. And, in terms with the song, it feels like I could hear Ringo, the wish that they were alive. I could feel that wish through Ringo's and Paul's vocals.
And when you see Michael, because Michael's here, I just saw his name, so I automatically just said his name. I meant to say, when you see Ringo and Paul just on their own singing, and they're going now and then, when the look on the smiles on their face as they're singing in the video, like you're just enjoying what they're doing because they're together, and that's what we want them to be, together.
Oh, Dan has a valid point right here. The Beatles are gone, but they are actually never got. You know what? Legends, they may be gone, but they can be found through the music.
Yep. Bob says it amazes me.
They were able to use AI to separate and enhance John's vocals from the piano. It was just recorded on a cassette tape. Could not have been a word on a word source. Just amazing. Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Can you get to Michael's comment, please? Thank you.
Yep.
And it is a Lennon-McCartney song because Paul did additional writing not on John's demo, but Polly sings the new parties in the London voice. Interesting. I did not know that. Huh. For a while too, I was a little worried about because I know AI's, party. Okay, everybody, let's have a party. Party at Michael's house.
Yeah, I'm going to eat with my friends now. Chat to you later, James. Okay,
I'm
have a
sure.
good one, Han. Have fun with your friends.
Yeah, have fun. Have a great day, okay? Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Yeah, party at Michael's house.
Yay, we're going to Michael's tonight.
But yeah, I was just it made me feel young again too. I'm 40. I mean, I look like it, but I am, and it's just like oh well, thank you, Master.
Thank you, Han.
Did Buddy Holly sing his final lyrics on the answer machine?
That's a good question, Dan. I'm not sure if he did or not.
Hey, James, look it up.
Okay, let's see.
We're gonna let my wonderful co-pilot here look it up now. And you have me curious. Hey, Michael, you have any ideas about that? By a long shot, because I don't remember anything about that. I must have missed it at some point, which I'm pretty sure I did. We'll let James look it up. But I was worried about the AI part for the song, but oh please, yeah, well, were answering machines even a thing when he was alive? Valid. That's valid, Michael. That's a valid point.
What?
Young Bob, I've had 3 joint replacements so far. 3. I have both my knees replaced, and I also have my beautiful shoulder replaced.
No.
I think they took his tape into the studio, and the band, the Fireballs, played the music to the words.
No, it doesn't say anything here. I don't see anything.
Well, look at Michael. It's okay. You can close it out. Look what Michael said.
Okay.
Boom. Thank you for looking, though.
Yeah, that's a good question if they had answering machines. Bob, did they have answering machines in the 50s?
I don't think
Bob would know because Bob works in electronic stuff, so Bob would know. Probably. Bob, did they have answering machines in the 50s?
Well, here's Dan's comment. Look at this one, James.
I think they took his tape into the studio and the band the Fireballs played the music to the words. Which song are we talking about?
Yeah, which song are we talking about, by the way? Unless there was a fabrication for the Buddy Holly movie?
Well, they always fabricate things in these biopics, They have to make it Hollywood.
Well, some of it's accurate, some of it's not accurate. The Whitney Houston movie I saw was.
Well, 50-50. I know the movie about Selena. That was accurate. Everything you've seen that movie is accurate. Here's Bob. Good question. Right on the edge. The first ones use little reel-to-reel tape. I'm thinking 60s. Okay.
Peggy Sue Got Married was one of the songs.
Oh.
She got married?
Huh. Well, according to the song.
Huh. Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue.
There's two different versions of that. Peggy Sue Got Married.
Yeah, see, I'm just learning about this right now, people. She actually got married. I'm like,
Peggy Sue got married not long ago. Dun-dun-dun-dun. It's a good song.
Here I am sitting here, a couple decades later going, she got married?
First you got Peggy Sue, pretty Peggy Sue. Now she got married. Oh, what we gonna do? No, I'm just making up that lyric.
Always count on your co-host to be nerding out or is it nerdjacking out for you. And that's a word, people. Look it up. Nerdjacking. It's a legit,
Hey, we're having fun.
it's a legit word.
The first commercial answering machine was 1949. Wow, that's
Really,
amazing.
Michael? That's a very good question, Dan. Where have I been? That's a very good question. I don't know how to answer that.
She's been here, there, and everywhere.
Here, there, everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
In my defense, I honestly don't know.
Well, there we go. There we go, Bob. 1949 answering machine.
1949, the first commercial answering machine.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's something
49?
new.
I did not know that. Again, where were you, Kate? I have no clue. I wasn't born yet, that's for sure.
Now I got to look that up. I got to see a picture.
James is going to look it up.
Now I got to see the first answering machine.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know that. I think I took history of mass media back. What was that? UNC.
Okay. Whoops, I'm putting in
we talked about that. I can't remember for sure.
There we go.
Michael's comment, please.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
Yep, here we go.
I did the catering for Peggy Sue Got Married. They filmed it at my whole high school, Santa Rosa High School, and I worked for Ritz Foods. Oh, that's cool.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's cool, Michael.
Michael, did you get to meet Francis Ford Coppola? Because I know he worked on that film.
Did he?
Apparently, yeah. Oh wow, that is amazing. Oh yeah, I was looking at the answering machine here. I'm gonna share the screen because I want everybody to see this. It's only fair. I just don't want to show it to you. I want everybody to take a look at this.
Sure.
Because this is history right here. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that's what it looked like back in the day. There we go.
Back in the day.
1949. Can you believe that? That's the first answering machine here. Panasonic answering machine with 2 tapes. Isn't that cool? Yeah.
That's cool. Look at Bob's comment.
Okay, let's make it big. Answering machines did not become popular until late 70s. Wow.
That's very, yeah, that I know is true.
I knew that one too, because back in the day, like I guess they weren't a big thing at the time. No, I didn't. I only did a day of catering because other salesman was assigned to catering.
Bummer.
Don't they call it the craft table or something as well as catering? I think.
That's still a cool thing, Michael. That's cool.
Yeah, it is. That machine looks surprisingly high tech for 1949.
I know it looks complicated.
Or it could be another answering machine from another era, like a later version of it, so to speak.
I can see myself deleting everything on that tape by accident. Because it's like, don't touch that button.
You know what? I always liked when I used to call my Uncle Gordy's house and my Aunt Mary would be on the answering machine. Hi, you've reached the McCambridges. Please don't hang up. We'd really like to hear from you. So leave your name and number and the time you called, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Click, beep. I always loved her voice on the answering machine when she did that.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't think we had. No, we had. I know. We had an answering machine. Stolen alien technology from.
You could be onto something there, Bob.
Hey, yeah, anything's possible. I mean, well, think about this, guys. Area was at 51 or 52, right? The alien place.
Uh-huh.
That popular alien place. Think about this, guys. Think about if that area is so private, why do people know about it?
Yeah, they've exposed themselves way too many times, and we know about the place. So, they're not hiding anything from us. But
Exactly.
apparently, the place is really heavily guarded.
George.
George Costanza broke into an apartment to erase his messages. I remember that episode. Oh my god, that's a classic.
No, it reminds me of an episode from Felicity where uh where her friends go into her boyfriend's apartment to erase messages because she was drunk. And they had to do it so quick, and then the roommates go, "What are you doing?" Because she goes, "Oh, nothing. Gotta go. See ya." That was fun. I love that show. If you've seen Felicity, that's such a good show. It's not the doll. It's about a college student. It's really good.
Well, you can have an answering machine, but you don't really need the machine itself. You can get it through your phone company.
Voicemail.
Yeah, voicemail thing.
Voicemail. My family uses voicemail and text. Or Facebook.
Yeah, that's the way it is in this day and age. But back then, you needed the physical thing to do your messages on.
But it's kind of interesting taking like a look at like the technology, what it used to look like back then compared to now. It's very
But I
interesting.
don't understand how that worked back in the day. How do you connect it to the phone?
Hey, Bob.
Bob, can you explain to us how you hook an answering machine up to the phone
Our
back in the
page.
day?
Our
Voicemail replaced answering machine. Yes. How do you hook it up? How did you hook up an answering machine, an old school answering machine to a phone back in the day? I don't get how that worked.
our pagers still used by anybody. Maybe just for hospital workers or something.
And before cell phones, they had pagers.
Yeah, I know everybody but me had a pager. But I know hospital employees have pagers because they have to be all over the place.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. But yeah, so, yeah, I'm like, how do you connect that to that? I'm like, I don't know. Ask Bob. I don't know.
Oh, here we go. It just connected to the phone line and then phone plugged into it.
I knew that. I
I
knew
could
that.
have. I wish I had thought of that before, but I didn't think of that.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm like, how did we do that again? Because I don't remember. I know nothing. It's like Whitney Houston. I know nothing. All right. Well, before we go, we're gonna have things a little bit short today. I just want to tell you, I've been eyeing the Budweiser Event Center in Loveland. They are already scheduling shows, but I do not see anything that says rock and roll. For the love
Wow.
of Pete, just get some rock and roll next year, guys.
Huh.
Please. I don't care if it's the sticks. If you want the sticks to come back, I'll go. My sister wants to go back. I won't. Heck, I'll go back. Oh, you the
Uh,
Van 2 box set? I did look at it. I'm not buying it, but but I did look at it. It looks pretty sweet.
and I bet it's pretty expensive too.
Oh, it was way out of my range. That's okay.
Right out of our price ranges. Excuse me.
It's
Excuse me.
beautiful to
Sorry.
look at, by all means. It's beautiful to
Oh
look at.
yeah, definitely.
So, but anyway, lovely. Please start bringing some more rock music for the winter till the Stampede starts up again. And I can enjoy some more live entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Please. I'm dying over here. I mean, I already decided that I'm gonna pass up REO Speedwagon because they're sold out, and I got denied the review. So
Oh no.
that's okay. Yeah, it's a game, James. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Remember, listening to messages before answering. The first case of social distancing. I paid 100
Wow.
for.
That's almost $200, Dan.
Wow. Well, I want to see pictures.
Yeah.
I want to see pictures.
And I bet a lot of kids, if their principal
God.
or teachers called that they did a bad thing, on the answering machine. I guess the kids hope that both parents work. You hope that both parents work, and then that they could run home and erase the tape, the answering machine, so the parents wouldn't find out. I bet that happened a lot back in the day. It was 200 with Amazon shipping. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not. Speaking of Amazon, sorry guys, I'm having muscle issues in my shirt.
Oh, I like your shirt, Kate.
Oh, Pink Floyd, thank you. It's comfy.
Which one is it?
It's just. Can you see it here?
Oh, before I forget, can you make me big for a sec? I'm going to show you my shirt underneath my sweater here.
Yeah.
You're going to love this. You're going to nerd jack for this one.
If you're wearing what I think you're wearing, you're in so much trouble. You, geez, not right now. Okay, you, gross.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's it.
Led Zeppelin.
That's it. We're going to his house so we can have dinner and what you guys eat and distract him. I'll go over and rob a couple things from him. That's it.
Gonna run into your house and take him your head album.
I'm not opening the thing up. Maybe I can sell it down the road and make a few bucks. That would either.
Yeah, you can flip it. Oh, you have that shirt, Michael. Cool. Kate might be after it.
Christmas shopping soon because I have at least like 13 people to shop for.
Wow. Hey, Darren.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was not stripping, Darren. I was just showing
Darren,
my T-shirt.
I begged James not to do it, but he wanted to do it anyway. He was trying to scar my mind.
Well, I have my Led Zeppelin T-shirt on under this, and I knew Kate was going to nerd jack over it.
I was a nerd jack. I was closing my eyes.
You were watching, and you said, "I want that shirt." That's it. I want that shirt. I'm going to your house to take it. I heard you.
Yeah, James is stripping. Like, ew.
No, I would never strip online.
Oh, hey, Reckerham, check this out. I'm glad you're here.
James is doing his Gypsy Rose Lee. Maybe I was, Michael.
There you go, Reckerham. It finally arrived.
Yes.
And James already has called dibs on it, but he's not going to get it because he doesn't share his other things with me. So.
Because you're going to take it and I'll never see him again.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
That's the whole point for me taking head.
No, you don't. Here's a rule, James. If you touch any of my records, you will not touch anything that's Alice Cooper related, Kiss related, Bon Jovi related, Aerosmith related, Monkees related, Led Zeppelin related, a whole bunch of other things. So,
no. Can I take your Beatles?
No, you can't touch anything that's Beatles related or the Rolling Stones.
Then it's okay for you to come here and take all my stuff?
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta take all the stuff you love too.
No.
And hold it for ransom.
I see my Alice Cooper reissue's gone. We're gonna have a big problem, buddy.
If I see my stuff gone, we're gonna have issues too.
Kate's got had good LP. Oh man, I'm stoked that I have it. Reckerham. I tell you what, as a Monkees fan, I am like pumped for it. I've been like looking for it.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed that the Monkees didn't put out their next record, Tail.
Well, we can't have everything, Michael. You want this, don't you? I can feel that.
Like,
I can feel the excitement of stealing it flowing in you now.
It's Michael. I'm like, I'm like,
You're stirring.
I know he's laughing on the other side. I know you're laughing, Michael. You sorry? Just yeah. Okay. Sure.
Bob, we do this all the time, Kate and I. It's entertaining for the folks. We love each other. We're not mad at each other, seriously. We just bug each other because it's fun.
We do?
Yes.
It's fun.
Because we're giving them a show. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? Hmm.
I don't know. I'm just looking at Michael like tails.
But
Like,
one of the, I gotta tell you guys something. One of the on the last one of the Beatles, September 12th, 1965, one of the worst, and I mean the worst,
yeah.
on here was Soupy Sales doing the song called The Mouse. And he was like getting all the audience. He grabbed a teenage girl in the audience, tried to pull her up, and tried to get her to do the mouse dance. She was freaking out. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, get this cheesy song off the air. Bring back the bloody Beatles, man. I mean, it was the stupidest song I
I
ever
never
heard.
even heard the song before.
Oh, you don't want to, trust me. And you know, and guess who was on there too on this one? Cilla Black. I love her voice. She sang September in the Rain, which is actually written by Paul McCartney. Yeah.
Bob. You know,
So when you buy the Monkees album, you can say you were getting ahead. Sorry, bad pun. I get you gotta love Bob. Bob's a good guy.
well, it's
Bob's
the cheapest
just
head.
as bad as I am.
Bob, it was the cheapest head I could find. Thank you.
And there's also a head of cheese. I'm not kidding. It's a word.
I know.
Soupy was well loved. I made a video of the mouse. You did, Darren?
I didn't know that.
Wow. Oh, but it's the most stupidest song I've ever heard.
I love how honest you are.
Trust me, you want to gouge your eyes out after seeing that part. He didn't sing very well, though. No, he did not. He should have. If he did that on the Gong Show, he'd be gonged right off the show. Definitely. Kate, you don't want to hear the song. You don't want to see Soupy Sales do it.
No, I'm afraid that by here it's gonna be stuck in my head like it's a small.
You're gonna be traumatized.
Either.
Soupy was a ham in search of 2 slices of bread and a slice of cheese. Good one, Michael.
Go, Michael. Go. Michael.
And Dan says you have a good head on your shoulders.
Okay.
And that's also really good shampoo. Head and shoulders.
Okay, say goodbye, James.
All right. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw, people. I love you guys. Despite all the grief, I love you guys. And yes, even you, Michael.
We love
Bob,
you, man.
and the rest of you, Dan, Record Hound, those who are watching. All right, well, we're out. We gotta go, so keep punching. Oh, speaking of keep punching, Sylvester Stallone just dropped his new documentary on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm gonna watch it.
So for those who
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow for sure. Guarantee it.
So for those who are not in the know right now, tomorrow I will not be doing my stream because Dave is going for his last final walkthrough with the realtor at the new house. So that's good for Dave and Jen. So I'm really happy for them that everything's working out. They're gonna have their house. They got all their stuff packed, so they're looking forward to moving in. And I think this week they got the keys to the house. So that's pretty cool. So I'm taking a break tomorrow. But hopefully next Sunday, I'll be back to my regular scheduled program. But you know, I love you all. At least you got to see me on here today. So you did get a stream from me as well.
Exactly. So it's a win-win situation. All right, guys, we're in and out. We love you all. Stay safe, stay humble, stay blessed. We'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Peace and love.
I'll see you tomorrow.
And give Booze a